Just I just want to double check the connection. If that is okay, it seems the Zoom, right? The admittance of the students here is rather slow. Anyway, we need to wait. Now we have got quite a number of students just waiting in the waiting room, but it seems admittance may take some time. All of you here, right? 1, 2, we have got 11 students at that moment. Now today, our Zhang Gaowen, do you know where we are? Where we are? About which topic do you know? Alexander. Organ, yes. Organic chemistry. Here comes the last topic. Time flies. Addition polymer. Do you know? Have you watched all the video? Zhang Gaowen. Not yet all. Not yet all, which means what? Because we are now highly experienced in doing assertion reason type questions, right? Not yet all, which means it's not 100, right? But what is the exact figure? You dare not say anything here, right? Well, anyway, today we are going to take a look on the addition polymer. Additional polymer. So to start with, just like last time, we would go over the some of the key points in addition polymer. So first of all, polymer. First, you need to know what is meant by polymer, right? Polymer. So what is that? A compound, right? This is a compound. Tell me what is meant by a polymer. Yeah, so much substances is in which they are the substances they will have a composing element which is monomer. The spelling monomer. Okay, monomer. They will join with together repeatedly. Okay, so it is what we will call it as a polymer. So in this topic, we will talk about it as addition polymer. Okay, so addition polymer, which means that the compound, the polymer that is made by addition reaction, right? Addition polymerization. So what is mean by that? So for all those, they are just definition, right? I hope all of you would know it. So which is quite different from the term is not addition polymer, which is another one, which is what? This time you love to do something as a comparison, right? Condensation. Condensation polymer. Okay, so what is the difference? Is the also first word of this term, right? Addition and condensation. So anyone who can make a difference between those two? Yeah, the process involves the elimination of small molecules for condensation, just like water, right? How about addition? How about addition? Right, sense of comparison. Actually, tell me, no elimination, right? no elimination of small molecules during the process, but this with elimination of small molecules during the process. The composing monomer is different. Okay, what is the difference between the two? Composing monomer. For addition polymer, it is made by something like this, right? It is the basic unit of monomer. How about this condensation? What are the basic units of those monomers? What are they in the form? Yes, with 7 functional group, isn't it? Right? Yes, both ends should be must have some functional group. So what are those functional group? Okay, with the combination, right? Yes. Finally, they may form S star or what? Amide. Okay. So we have got different combinations of those functional group. Right? We have got 2 functional group. Right? So what are the combinations? It can be acid to alcohol or alcohol to what? Acid chloride, right? So the elimination product is different. For the first one, the elimination product is water. While the second one, what is that? Is it HCl? Okay, it's HCl. So it's different. How about amide? What are the combination? It's very similar. I change the hydroxy group to, yes, amino group. It is amine. Okay, amine. So we have got this with a combination with COOH or COCl to form amide. So the elimination product is a little bit different, right? The small molecules. One is water, the other one is what? This one is water, the first one, the second one. Still the same, right? It is HCl as a second case. So this is what you need to know as a comparison of the two. And because in today's lab, in today's section, we focus on addition polymer. Okay, so we would give out a list of those addition polymer and condensation polymer, such that you will know what's that, right? We've got polyester, polyamide in terms of nylon, right? Or maybe this one PET, for example, they are just examples of condensation polymer. How about addition polymer? We've got what? Polythene for PE. We have got high density and low density polyethylene, but it's different. What else? PP, yes, that's right. PP, polypropylene, PP, polystyrene, PS, what else? PVC, yes, that's right. Polyvinyl chloride, polyvinyl chloride, PVC. How about Perspex? What is that? What is the full name of Perspex? Teflon. Teflon is, we call it PTFE. Teflon. Teflon is a trademark name. Okay, so about PTFE, which means polytetrafluoroethylene. Polytetrafluoroethylene. Okay, with the repeating unit like this. Now, as said before, CC double bond here is just a is just a basic unit, right? So what you need to do, what is the difference between them is just a change. Okay, is a change of those substituents. And once I change the substituents a little bit, so how does it affect? Right? They would affect what? Yes, affect the property. And because this time we talk about it as a very stable substances for addition polymer, so we focus on physical property. Physical property. Do you understand? So what is the physical property? Example, including strength, right? Flexibility or elasticity, right? Is a little bit different, etc. Right? So this is what you need to know about the addition polymer, which covers the whole nearly the whole topic of the organic chemistry 1. Okay, so for yes, thermoplastic thermoset, it is something a little bit out of the syllabus. If you are going to take part in DSE 2021. Okay, so it's a little bit out of the syllabus, but you may still see so many related questions on the market, right? In terms of the supplementary exercise or maybe in some mock practice. So what is the difference between the two? You see the word thermal, right? So it is something different in terms of the physical property. We call it thermal property. Okay, so thermoplastic, the structure of thermoplastic is something like that. So thermoset, the structure would be something like that. Okay, so but what is more different is what of the presence of what is the presence of these. So what are they? What do they call? A type of cross-link. And because of that, if you want to compare thermoplastic and thermoset, is quite the opposite. This one is heat resistant when you compare thermoplastic. So what is the difference? You are going to the thermoplastic. It seems like chocolate. Okay, so you know the properties of chocolate, right? You heat it. While you heat it, it will melt. I pour it into different molds. It will change the shape. And after cooling, what will happen? They will set hot and turn to a new shape of the chocolate. Okay, maybe Zhang Gaoying, you know it very, very clearly. How about thermoset? How about thermoset? It's another thing. Thermoset, it seems like what? It seems like egg yolk, right? So you know the property of egg yolk. Once you pour those liquid into a mold and apply heating, what will happen? They will set hot, right? They will set hot and to form a cooked egg. But once I put it back in the refrigerator, for example, once I cool it down, so what will happen? Right, the egg will not go back to uh, different shape and they cannot go back to liquid. While the process is reversible. Now, why? Because once I apply heating, some cross-link has been formed. What is that cross-link? Cross-link is in terms of covalent bond. So, which will greatly affect, it will greatly affect the physical property of these substances. So usually, first of all, thermoset and thermoplastic, first of all, is heat resistance. And while thermoplastic will have a low melting point. It is rather soft, right? When you compare with the thermoset, it is quite hard, okay, and quite rigid. When you say that word, okay, so it's different. Can you get a point? Okay, so don't worry, it's a little bit out of the syllabus, but once you study the DSE, CE, sorry, a CE past paper, you may see tons of the similar questions, okay, asking this. So you may see some strange name for or show an example of thermoset, just like urea methanol. Bakelite, have you heard of that? Bakelite is a type of a plastic made as a snooker ball. Okay, we've got a very hard sphere. It is a type of plastic. So what's special about that plastic? Once I apply heat again, it will not be softened again. Okay, so it is a type of a very special type of plastic. We've got a thermoset. Of course, you may at home. I'm sure most of you would have got but one of the similar type of thermoset. It is urea methanol. Do you know where it is? The casing of the electric socket. Do you know? The casing of the electric socket, the white plastic, right, with the plug. You know the plug is made of brass, but the one which can be held by you, right, by touching with bare hands, the white plastic, right? It is a type of thermoset. We call that urea methanol. Do you know? So of course, it's easily understood why I use a thermoset in making that such casing, right? Because once I apply heating to it, it will not melt so easily. Do you understand? So that comprises nearly the most of the parts of the plastic. And I would like you guys to draw the attention to this part. Questions? So remember, a thermoplastic thermoset is something about thermal property, a little bit out of the syllabus, but don't worry, or you will still, I'm sure you can still manage. What's more, Mr. Chin, we have got so many different terms for you to realize, and you need to distinguish one from another. Some terms. What are some of the frequently asked questions? Can you give me some examples? They will ask about the structure of what? For that type of questions, they will ask for the structure of monomers, polymers, and what? Repeating units. So you need to be very aware of what questions you are going to ask. Second, you are going to talk about the equations. Again, thermoplastic is something out of the syllabus. Okay? So, and you are going to compare what? Compare the properties, difference in properties of two different polymers, for example. Or even for the comparison, you may also make a comparison like this. It's not just two different monomers. It can be what? It can be between the polymer and monomer. Right? Of course, you can still use that different type of comparison. This is one of them. Okay? Can you manage all those? Right? Now, your turn. Right? Your turn to show your understanding. Today, we have got from question 69 to from question 69, where? From question 69 to 90. It's just 20 questions, right? 20 something. So I would like to invite guys here to have a try, and at least each one of you should be able to answer twice. Are you ready? I will ask those students on top of the list, and you're going to answer me one by one. First one today is not Zhang Gaowen, it's Xiu Zhenhei being the top of the list.
Hello, sir.
Hi. 69. High density polyethylene is commonly used to make milk container. High density polyethylene is addition polymer. High, you mark it A, right? But somebody you say that either B or C. So what is the answer? A, B, or C? You think it's A, which means the second statement can explain the first. So whenever we have got the usage of certain plastic, you can explain in terms of addition polymer. Agree? Which means, for example, what is the use of the what is the material used to make safety goggles, right? You may know the answer. So the reason is because it's addition polymer. Agree? Every time is that right? Why is Silverhead of the character? Because it is the addition polymer. Huh? Come on. Can't explain. You just say can't explain. So what is that? A good reflection that you still haven't started doing your DSE sort by topic questions. Please admit. You haven't done? Okay. Pencil. You haven't done it. You are done. You are done. 70. 張家榮。張家榮 first time. 張家榮 second time. Oh, both air tick. What is that? So what is that? First of all, try to take a look on those terms and try to get to know what is that object actually. First one, milk container. Bottle crates, what is that? Milk container. So what is that? It seems like Pictionary, that game, right? We have a good drawing it to let the others know what is that, right? This is milk container. Yes. Yes, with so many holes here for you to get the bottle of milk, right? Put it here. Okay. Coca-Cola. All right. So this one is used to stack up, right? Stack up one boxes for or over the other. Is it? You mean the one? Or you mean we've got the soft drink cans, we've got the pack of soft drink cans times 6, and we have got the plastic. Just hold that 6 bottles to get 6 cans together. Which one are you referring to? Yes, this one, right? We've got so many different are containers stacked up with each other, right? That one. Yes. For this part, we use high density polyethylene. How about those drink cans? In the past, we have got some plastic that hold the 6 cans together. So what you will have got another plastic, right? Because it is rather soft, it's different. Do you know? Do you know the difference? These and these plastic is a little bit different, right? Or I know that nowadays, right? Maybe I'm too old-fashioned, right? Nowadays you don't have those 6 packs of the cans with those plastic or circles holding them, right? Instead, here comes a paper pack. And you know that those rings would affect the marine lives, right? How about portal cracks? What is that? What is that? It's of quite fun, right? Asking that type of questions and ask you guys to draw some tables, just like what is that? Again, right? To say, okay. So is PVC? Is it PVC? Now PVC, what is the property of a PVC? Normally it's rigid. Okay, it's very, very rigid. And for maybe some of you will think that it may be used as a material for that, right? However, it's not correct. It's not correct. It is for the container used for the transport beverage, okay? We would not use PVC. We will use HDPE. Okay, so remember, this one is just HDPE. The same. These two questions, you talk about the same thing. Okay, cross and take a C. 71. 71. 黎允正. Polypropylene has a constant relative molecular mass. No. Okay. The polypropylene consists of long polymeric chains of constant length. Right, these two statements, constant. You say cross, variable. Why? Because the polymer chain, they are of what? Variable length, okay? So this one is not correct. Both are wrong. It's D. You understand? It's D. Both are wrong. So how come for the making of addition polymer, it is usually in various lengths? Do you know? Marcus, do you know?
The collisions are random, so you can't control how many collisions.
Why can't we control?
Because, well, they just mix together. You can't really control how many collisions. I don't know.
Have you explained anything? Now, indeed, it is something about the a polymerization process. All right, I give you some clue. It is something about the polymerization process. The polymerization process, it is a type of a chain polymerization. So for the initiation of the reaction, I would need what? Organic peroxide. So whenever you will see the term peroxide or something like that, right? You will say that it will cause you a chain reaction. So we really cannot control when start and when end, right? So you are going to have a product of mixture of polymer. Okay, so it's because of that nature of polymerization. It's a random process. Is a chain reaction. 72. 72. Next, Wang Junhei. Is benzene, really? I didn't see clearly that term. Oh, wrong spelling. Benzene. B-E-N-Z-E-N-E. B-Z-Z-N-N-E. Okay, benzene undergo addition reaction, polymerization before polybenzene. No, of course no, because those carbon-carbon double bond in benzene is quite different. It's not a purely carbon-carbon double bond. A very stable bond. It seems like your face, right, Marcus? It seems like you. And the benzene is aromatic hydrocarbons. Yes, something aromatic is different. This one, cross and tick, is C. And who else? Zhang Panwei. 73. Polypropylene does not react with air, water, acids, alkalis. And polypropylene is a hydrocarbon with a strong CC single bond and CH double bond. Is B. Now both they are correct. Is D. Does not react with air, water, acid, right? Yes, this is the reason, right? Is it CC double bond? You want to say CC double bond? What is mean by polypropylene? Can you draw me the polymeric structure of polypropylene? Do you have any CC double bond? No, we just have what? Right, all those they are just single bond. Okay, so it's just a crossing effect. It's A. Next, Chen Ji, 74. Perspex can be melted and removed many times. Perspex is a synthetic polymer. Now something out of the syllabus this time, removed many times. Synthetic means man-made. So what is the answer? We talk about something about what? Remolded many times, which means it is a type of thermoplastic, right? If you don't know that, don't worry. And synthetic polymer is correct, but it cannot help explain the two statements. Okay, the two statements, they are irrelevant. Okay, so remolded many times is done by repeatedly heating and cooling. It will change its shape. Okay, Perspex. It is a why is it a thermoplastic? Because during the making of that plastic, the process, all those polymer chain, they are linked together by weak what? The weak intermolecular force, okay? Without any cross link. Okay, no cross link. No cross link. Now 75. Chen Wang. Polyethylene is commonly used to make the milk feeding bottle. Huh? Polyethylene can withstand the high temperature of boiling water. cross, and also cross. Okay, both they are wrong. Both are wrong. Polyethylene cannot withstand high temperature of boiling water. What will happen to polyethylene when I put it in boiling water? It will melt and change the shape, right? Withstand, right? Which means the shape will not be easily altered, but of course it's not. Okay, they will change the shape. So why? Because again, it is a type of thermoplastic. Okay, it's a type of thermoplastic. And so what is that plastic? Polyethylene milk filling bottle, right? So what is the suitable materials for making milk filling bottle? Do you know what is that? Milk filling bottle. So what is the texture of the milk filling bottle? It's rather rigid, right? Transparent and rigid. So what is the plastic to be used? So of course it depends on what? It depends on the you are going to talk about bottle. The bottle. Do you know what is that chemical? Marcus, do you know? What is that plastic? You would have you ever heard of the those water bottle? Just like what you are having in the outward bound, right? You have got that plastic bottle, the water bottle, right? So you may see that one term, right? While you see the tag PBA, okay? So with a cross. Do you know what's that? It's bisphenol A. It is a type of what? It is something what we cannot use while you put it inside. While for milk filling bottle, they will have got quite different uh, uh, choice, right? It depends on you. If you want to have milk bottle, it's a little bit soft. Okay, you may use PP. Okay, you may use PP. Now it depends on how hard it is. But of course, your own water bottle, right? The our water bottle is not PP. PP is a little bit soft. It will easily change the shape. The other one, which is tougher, we call that PES. PES. So it's another type. We call it polyether sulfone. And the third one is what? Is PPSU. PPSU, polyvinyl sulfone. It is another type of the material making the milk bottle. And something that you may heard of is, have you ever know something about polycarbonate? Polycarbonate. Polycarbonate. It is also a type of materials commonly used as a water bottle. Is more rigid. We've got the abbreviation PC, polycarbonate. Do you know it? Okay, so usually for adults, right? For some other, because all those are just baby, right? For the more rigid water bottle, we use PC, polycarbonate. just ask you tell you something more about the daily life chemistry. 情景氣 76. Polystyrene can be used to make shower screen. Polystyrene has a good heat insulating property when expanded. So what is that? So which type of polystyrene are we talking about? Which type of polystyrene are we talking about? Shower screen. Both they are thick, but they are not what they cannot explain, right? Shower screen. What is what property should be best used to describe the material to be used to as a shower screen? Transparent. First of all, yes, transparent. Yes, waterproof. Somebody will say it. Okay, so this is 76, but not telling anything about heat insulating property. No, maybe some of you will say that isn't it from plastic? Polystyrene isn't it from plastic? No, we have got two types of polystyrene commonly found on the market. The one without doing any foaming during the making of the plastic is just the transparent plastic polystyrene. But while once you're waiting for setting hard, while you melt it and you bubble it in air, and finally once it's set hard, they will form a white light structure, just like exactly what you will know about the material of disposable lunchbox. It is also a type of polystyrene, but we'll give you one more adjective. What is that? Expanded polystyrene. Okay. So if you say the word expanded polystyrene, which means it is foam plastic, bubble gao. Do you understand? So is it the thermoplastic again? The question comes to the linkage between the polymer chain. No cross link, so it is still transparent. Okay. How about how do I know what? Based on the structure. Based on the structure. So for example, if you have cross link, which means what? From the structure, you would find some presence of certain functional group, which will help you form covalent bond. Can you? Between the chain. Repeat, between the chain. So if you cannot find them, of course it is not. This is not, which means no cross-link. No cross-link, which means thermoplastic. 77. Can you get it? 陳景熙，何子柏 77. PVC is commonly used to make skylights. PVC is highly transparent. So what is mean by skylights? What's that? Yes, it is a structure which will let light pass through. And I place it where? Maybe in Hong Kong, people, most of us don't have it. But if you but you find somebody who live in the foreign country or in houses. So what were, yes, shopping malls you can, but at home no, right? Most of us will not live in houses, right? So what's that? Yes, it will allow the light to pass through, right? In order to improve the brightness inside indoor. Okay, so skylights it seems like window, right? Okay, but I place it in the roof. I place it in the roof. to let light in. So the question comes, that one, so what is that? 77 is commonly used to make skylights. Is highly transparent. Correct or not? Come on, isn't it it can be what? Skylight plastic. What can be? What can be the skylight plastics? It can be polycarbonate. It can be Perspex. Yes, that's right. Because it is hot enough, right? It's but not PVC. It can be Perspex. It can be polycarbonate. But polystyrene not. It's hard enough, right? It's hard enough. PVC highly transparent. The statement is wrong. Okay, this one is also wrong. Okay, it's also wrong. So the answer is what? Yes, it's D. All right. So what's next? 78. 78. 陳浩希. PVC is commonly used to make electric sockets. PVC melts when heated. So of course frost and tech, right? Electric socket. I want it melt. Yes, as I said before, it's not PVC. It is urea methanol. Urea methanol. 79. Marcus. Wash bottles used in a chemistry lab are commonly made of polythene. Polythene melts when heated. Yes, low density is soft enough, right? It's soft. It's soft, but not that one. Yes, that statement is correct, but they cannot explain, right? I just want to make it soft. So what's the special point about the wash bottle? What is the use of a plastic? I need it water resistant, but soft enough for you to squeeze, right? Simply because you want to squeeze it. But the purpose of that is for squeezing. It will be quite fun. 80. Just imagine how it was while you're in Form 1. Look at Marcus. 80. 黃家豪. D. Both are crosses, right? Both are wrong. Ethene and polypropylene belong to the same molecular series. Of course, it's undoubtedly wrong. Yes, one difference is that ethene has CC double bond, while polyethylene no CC double bond. All those just linked together by CC single bond. Okay, so of course, because of that, you know that ethene can decolorize bromine disulfide organic solid. Polyethylene do not. It's D. 黃俊豪. 81. We have got 10 more questions to go. 81. Vinyl chloride is acidic. Polyvinyl chloride gives off acidic gases when burned. Wang Junho. Cross and take. How wrong is this? The first statement. Itself is not acidic, right? It does not dissolve with water to form any hydrogen ions, right? It's wrong. How about second statement? What are the acidic gases when burned? Can you give me some examples? Yes, HCl is an example. So C. 82. Pass it back to Su Junhei. PVC can decolorize bromine dissolved in organic solvent. The monomers of polyvinyl chloride is unsaturated. Benzyl. Xiu Junhei, second time. Where are you? Xiu Junhei. Where are you? All right, Zhang Gaowing. Now this one is cross-antic, right? C. Simply because PVC don't have any CC double bond, right? So of course they would not have any addition reaction. Zhang Gaowing. 83. Styrene and polystyrene have the same carbon-hydrogen ratio. Styrene and polystyrene contains only atoms of carbon and hydrogen. Zhang Gaowing, where are you? Cross-antic. Agree? Now, same carbon-hydrogen ratio statement. This statement is for sure, surely correct. Why? During the making of the process, there will be no change in the chemical composition, right? In the ratio. No small molecules are eliminated during addition polymerization. Of course, carbon to hydrogen ratio, they are the same. Okay, this statement is also correct, but it doesn't tell anything about the ratio. They just tell you the composing atom. So statement 2 cannot explain. It's B. 84. 黎允正. A. Correct. Can explain. And 85. 黃俊熙. Oh, A. Yes, that's right. Can explain. 86. 鄭群威. Perspex can be used to make aircraft window. Yes, Perspex is an addition polymer, right? No need to be worried, but it's B. Cannot explain. 87. 4 more questions to go. 陳志軒. Wow, I don't know what is that. What is that? Can undergo addition polymerization and is unsaturated. Yes. Okay. A. Okay. Unsaturated refers to this one. It would help undergo addition. 88. 陳龍王. PVC is softened by heat. PVC contains chlorine atom. Yes, it's B. Both softened by heat refers that it is a type of thermoplastic. Okay, while the second statement is irrelevant to the first. 89. 2 more questions to go. Polystyrene is an addition polymer. Polystyrene can be remolded. Yes, again, similar argument, right? Both are correct, but they cannot explain. Okay, remolded, which means they are thermoplastic. So these two statements will have no relationship. How about the last one, 90? PVC is more rigid than polyethylene. Van der Waals force between PVC polymer chains are stronger than those between the polymeric chains. Yes, correct. A. Why? Why is it stronger? Why is it stronger? Yes, the chain is different, right? The first one, it is PE, right? They are weakly held by the intermolecular force. And this one, PVC, also this, also intermolecular force. But how come This one it is stronger. Yes. What is polar? What is polar? Yes, CCl bond is polar. CCl bond is polar, which makes the chain in the intermolecular chain being held by dipole, right? Which contributes more to in the strength of the intermolecular force. Do you understand? You get the point now? So that marks the end of today's lecture. What will you feel about these type of questions? So difficult in terms of what? In the different types of plastic, right? Different names of plastic, different uses of a plastic. And also how can we relate the properties uses together? And this is something difficult. Marcus, don't worry. You may play around with your wash bottle. With a polyethylene wash bottle. Okay. Is that clear? Okay. You need more what? Marcus, you need more wash bottle? Okay. Don't worry, there will be more to go. Okay. I just marked the end of today's lecture. 張家榮, MT. Please start your work, MT. 張家榮. Today, can you manage to do it today? 張家榮. Okay. Please please, you have to keep more promise today. I need to receive your work. Bye bye.